What's up, YouTube? It's Mike, Sticks and Seams. Hope everybody's doing well out there. This is a contest response video for Don Field of Dreams cards. He's asked us to show off a few cards, tell us something sentimental about them, why they are important to us. So I got 3 cards, and then I have something, not a card. But this first one, I've told this story before, so for those of you who may have heard it, sorry. But back in the day in 1989, there was a card kiosk in our mall, and the 89 Upper Deck was coming out, and it was all the buzz. So a bunch of the neighborhood kids were getting a ride from one of the parents to the mall to get it, and I was the odd man out. I didn't get there in time, so I could not go, not another seat for me. I was able to kind of give them a couple bucks to buy me 1 pack, and I stayed home. I remember that afternoon I was in the backyard with my older brother, and we were using a slingshot I had gotten and hitting targets. It was actually really fun, so I wasn't really even thinking about it. And when my friend showed up in the backyard to give me the pack, and as I opened the pack, the Griffey was sitting right on top. You should have saw my friend's face, because combined they must have bought half the box and they got nothing. So I remember not even really being that excited. I just kind of put it back in that foil pack, and my brother put it in his shirt front pocket, and I went back to shooting the slingshot. So it's kind of crazy, but this is the actual card, and recently I submitted it to get autographed by Griffey, and here it is, the 89 Upper Deck that was pack pulled and subsequently signed. So love that card. That's just one of those casket cards for me. This other one, I've told this story before too, but when I was a little kid, we were in my friend's, one of my friend's basements, and apparently his dad had collected baseball cards as a kid, and they were all very meticulously stored away, and we kind of stumbled across them and went through them all. And yes, I did find a Nolan Ryan rookie amongst many other really good cards. But at the end of it all, because I was kind of telling my friend what they were and what they all about, he actually gave me a little handful of the cards that were like doubles or triplicates. And I saved this card as a kid. I was really young. I was probably like 8 or 9, and I don't even know how I made it home. It wasn't in a plastic or anything. And all those years it survived, and I submitted it for grading myself with J. Mr. Fisher Bike at a show just pre-pandemic. And it is the 1968 Topps Mickey Mantle in a PSA 6. So like I said, I pulled this one myself, obviously off center, left to right, a little bit top to bottom, but really, really nice example of this card. And I cannot believe still to this day how that managed to survive all that. I kind of just put it in my pocket. It should have been all crumpled, but C'est la vie. It was meant to be in my collection, I guess. This last card is a card that I pulled myself, and that's why it's sentimental to me, and it's of my big PC guy Griffey, and it was for a good cause. So a couple years back now, Topps worked with the Seattle Children's Hospital, did an exclusive set that was regionally released at a pharmacy up there, Bartlett Drug I think is what it was, and they were like $25 a box. You got the whole set and 1 random autograph card, and you could get Sierra, Russell Wilson, Macklemore. I got a Sir Mix-a-Lot and other local athletes, and I was able to pull the Griffey, and I was speechless. So that's why that one's important to me. And this last one, my dad passed away, geez, it's been about 8 years ago now, and he had a really interesting life. He grew up in San Francisco. He was a Gold Glove champion boxer and such, but when he was a young kid, he used to work for the Pacific Coast League. And he saw all the DiMaggio brothers, Vince, Joe, and Dom, play. The San Francisco Seals was one of the teams that he kind of was like a peanut boy or whatever else they needed, to be honest with you. So many years later, Dominic DiMaggio still kind of lived near where I was from, and because of what my dad did, he came in contact with a lot of people, and he was able to get this, the church billiard, signed, all good wishes, Dominic DiMaggio. So just a really cool story. Reminds me of my dad and just kind of all the cool things that he used to be part of. So Don, I hope that was a sufficient response. Love your content, and good luck to everybody. Have a good one.